Good evening, YouTube followers. It is Denise, aka West Coast Rust, coming at you with a quick update, a video response to Pearl Girl 1. Pearl Girl had a question about why I chose the RNY versus the VSG, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Well, Pearl Girl, it didn't take me long to decide what I was going to have. And the reasons are twofold. One, and the most important, you fell down, reason is I like the idea of the possibility of dumping. And I know it might sound crazy to some folks who would want to do that to themselves. But I like the idea that my body is going to talk back to me as a check and balance if I put something in it I really probably shouldn't be. And it's really important for someone like me because I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate. All kinds of chocolate, mostly the really expensive smooth stuff that goes down really easy. I just love chocolate, which unfortunately means I like sugar because it's full of it. And dumping will allow me, my body to start talking to me when I've consumed too much. So I like the idea of that. And in other foods as well, that it'll talk back to me. And for folks who don't know, dumping syndrome is when you consume too much sugar and your blood sugar will actually plummet and you will feel like death. You will sweat, you will feel nauseous, you could throw up, you might get hot, flushed, whatever. Anyway, all of those things. With the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, your connections are all the same, and you don't have that. You absorb stuff fairly normally. So that's the most important reason on why I chose RNY over the gastric sleeve. The second is that technically speaking, the RNY is reversible because your stomach is still there. And obviously, the VSG, once you cut it off and remove it, you got what you got. So I kind of like the idea that maybe it's still floating around in there, and if I ever needed it someday, they could hook it back up. So I don't know why. It's just something I thought about. According to my surgeon, there's lots of reasons. Some of them, make a lot of sense, and some of them don't on why people choose RNY or choose VSG. But I actually enjoyed the idea of dumping. Okay, so that was a response to Pearl Girl 1, Perlgirl 1. Two things I wanted to show you folks that I got from my surgeon yesterday from the office. I did not expect either of these, so I was actually kind of surprised. The first one is, it's a medical card, and I'll show you there. I'm going to cover up my last name because, the whole HIPAA thing or whatever. Not like you guys are going to come find me, but whatever. So this medical card basically says, Denise, and my name, has undergone major abdominal surgery for treatment of obesity. Please refer to the back of the card for a description of the anatomical change. And then it says the program name, and then for questions, call Samaritan Bariatrics, and then the number. This is the back of the card. It actually shows what we look like after we get RNY. Pretty cool. Talks about medications that we need to stay away from. And this is actually kind of cool for EMS or whoever, if someday I was to need them. Kind of neat. It's a lot like having a bracelet. But the second thing that they gave me, attention restaurant staff. They gave me a restaurant card. It says my name again. Attention restaurant staff. Denise has undergone major abdominal surgery, which makes it impossible to eat meals of normal portions. Your consideration in preparing 3 to 4 ounce meals at an appropriate price would be greatly appreciated. And then it has the name of the program and the address and the phone number. Nothing on the back. So I've heard others talk about these cards, if you will, restaurant cards. Some people have gotten them and others have not. And I know Noxie Baby specifically, I think she said something in a video a while back about about how she told the restaurant staff how she couldn't eat more than just a little bit, like an egg or something, and they basically said, whatever, you're going to pay the price. I know that they don't have to honor this by any means, and that's fine. I know that when I go to a restaurant, I will take the chance that they won't give me any kind of a discount, and I may be paying $35 for an egg. I just know that. It's okay. You know, I'm willing to do that. Frankly, I would eat way more than that food probably in my old ways of eating, which I don't do now, but before surgery, it's partly how I got where I am right now. So, I thought those were kind of cool things. So anyway, short video. Have a great weekend, everyone. I hope that you guys are able to stay on track as much as your willpower will allow. And stay out of trouble. And we'll see y'all on the flip side. Thanks. Have a good weekend.